or a song or whatever, somebody's vocals, you know what I'm saying? That is the utmost skill level right there, guys. Literally, it looks like I'm moving in slow motion, like a slow motion reel. You know how you take your DSLR camera and you do 100 something frames per second? I can literally do that with my body dancing, guys, and staying on beat. Literally, guys, the slowest movement you could ever see. Do you know how hard that is to eat? Do you even know what you need to learn with your body to have that type of body control, guys? Do you even know what it takes to have that type of body control? Do you understand? My dancing is off the charts. Reggae dancing, hip hop dancing. You know what I'm saying? I can even get down with my boniquas and dance with them. You know, I could go to the backyard barbecue with them. I can move my hips, guys. Do you understand? Do you understand? Lyrically, I'm nice, guys. I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I'm not like my cousin Reek the Villain. I'm not like my twin brother, the rap artist Legend of New York. I'm not like my cousin JFK. Y'all know JFK, Bushead Robber. Come on, stop playing, man. You already know who he is. You already know his gangster. Stop playing. I'm not like these people. They've been doing it for many, many years. They are the rap artists in the family. I'm saying they're the ones who had the big record deals. They're the ones who was all on TV, all on the music videos. They did all that. I was the guy behind the scenes. But my lyric game is nothing to play with. I don't think people really want to go on microphone with me, guys. I don't think so. They might get me. They might, I don't know. You never know in this world. But I put a lot on my pen game too, guys, in my mind. My marketing is top notch. My marketing game, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You see the marketing I'm doing for myself right now. And that's just a smidgen of what I can do because I have kids now. This is not the early, 2000s where I didn't have any kids and my marketing game was get up and market and promote all day long if I didn't go to my 9-to-5 job. Now I got to do stuff with children, guys. Half my time is sliced in half and I'm still keeping up or bypassing everybody. People who've been doing music production on YouTube for the past at least 15 years, I have already passed them in information on the internet. Are you kidding me? This guy don't know the type of person I am. I could literally go and do so many types of YouTube videos. I can fit into so many different niches, guys. This person is sucking off the music industry and being a puppet and controlling, these zombified idiots. That's what this person is. I could go in any niche. I could go into video game content easily, son, easily, and just repetitively upload and market, promote, and do all this stuff like it's nothing. But I chose not to be a full-fledged internet gamer, guys. When I was doing gaming, I was a beast. I had a clan, and they understood. We played with skills. That's why 005 Dynasty really exists. Partly why it exists from the 05 HJT clan, which is known as oh shit, because we was the clan that would get the oh shit moments because we played with skills. It was a skill-based gaming team, guys. In order for you to get a skillful headshot, or you kill 3 people in a row, you kill 5 people, whatever it was, you had to play with skills, and that created the oh shit moment, the oh shit content. That's why it was like, oh shit, there go those oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I got video clips with people saying, oh shit, there go those oh shit boys again. Like, there they go. I got literally audio, video from the Xbox 360 days, because when they saw us coming, they knew we played with skill. And if you had a laggy connection on the Xbox 360 playing Gears of War 2 and you was popping junk because maybe you might have won a match because we was lagging because your connection is overseas or something like that, we told you. We're going to a private session and we're going to show you our skill level on a neutral host that nobody lags, and we bodied everybody, son. I never lost a 1v1 battle, son. And video game content, guys, it doesn't matter what clan or what individual that might have won a match against us because they had the laggy connection. As soon as we pulled them up off of their host and it wasn't also powerful again and it was a neutral connection, they got their ass bust. Straight. There was never one person in the 05 HJT clan, which is known as Oh Shit Clan, that lost a 1v1 battle. Never happened. And I got all of them on video. I'm out the 1v1. I'm like, yo, I'm coming. I'm on my way to the house. Run to the house, turn on the capture card, and I recorded right away. We was never afraid to one. I kid you not. I trained and I taught people on this earth to never be afraid of the next person, guys. It doesn't matter if it's music production. Doesn't matter if it's graphic design. Doesn't matter if it's dancing. Doesn't matter if it's video game content. Doesn't matter if it's marketing. Doesn't matter if it's anything. I taught and trained the person who stood next to me never be afraid of the next individual. Who the fuck do they think they are? They're never going to make it seem like you're inferior to them. Ever. Doesn't matter who was by my side. That's why you can see such a person like Legend, Lady Legacy, or the gamers like Clean Kill, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, his brothers, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, the Love Day brothers, you know what I'm saying? Jordan and I mean, talking about these are gamers, these are musical producers. I can even talk to you about people that I was in the graphic community with. I gave them the confidence. Never ever roll over for anybody, man. Like, and that's what you zombified idiots do. You roll. As soon as you see this person upload, you run over there. Oh, daddy, master. That's your master. This dude, this idiot on YouTube is your master. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So, this individual keeps trying to spin a narrative. But you can't spin a narrative when you don't do your data, when you don't do your research and pull the correct data. If you would have did your research, you'd have found out that I got videos on YouTube from 13, 14, maybe even 15 years ago on separate channels, which is now known as the 05 HJT archives. It's the archives now. I changed it from Adobe Cinema Tutorials because I was teaching tutorials back in the days, video editing, graphic design, even dancing. Ben was doing that stuff, but never took it serious. Just did a couple videos here and there. Just upload one video here, one video there. Just whatever. Just being a normal human being at that time. Now it's the 05 HJT archives. You will literally see graphic design before AI was even a thought. So, anyway, when I was listening to the video, the last video I uploaded when I was screen recorded talking about this whole situation, right? I was listening to the sound of two beats. The first beat that came on is a song called I See Through You. I made that original off the top of my dome. You can eat. Now listen, this song I See Through You is online right now. It's copyrighted, guys. I own this, okay? The individual, now I'm a name drop, respectfully, Ghetto Styles. Now, Ghetto Styles is an individual who's a multi-talented person on this earth. Now, I know that he thinks that we're not, you know what I'm saying, we're never going to be cool again. And you guys already know the situation and know the story, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't have any quarries with Ghetto Styles. He literally is on a few of my records, helping me with mixing and stuff like that. This is like the early, you know what I'm saying, 2020s. You can literally ask him or the other people that was there. They literally saw me creating this song, I See Through You, in a live stream using his expansion pack. You know, he came out with an expansion pack. You know, you guys know, man, you know. So I use his expansion pack, and because I use his expansion pack, and I thought it was really, really cool, very great sounding, I said, I'm going to put you down for royalties on this song. And I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to have that warmth in my heart to do that. There's nobody. I don't think there's anybody else who even did that. Oh, and I know for a fact I was the first person to do that with his songs, with his expansion pack. I mean. So I put him down for the royalty split, and I didn't have to. But that's not the point. I know I brought that up. That's not the point. Stop, Dynasty, stop. The point is that people saw me creating a full-fledged song concept that's in the Ghost Wave format from scratch, literally pressing one key at a time to a full development and then putting it out there for a release. And it's out there, copyrighted and everything. The second instrumental that I played is called I Should Have Stayed Long, and it's a sample though. And then when I was thinking about it, I listened to both of them back, and I was like, they sound similar in the sense of like how I do music, because I could technically kind of get to the Ghost Wave style from sampling, and I started out sampling, so technically my sampling way of doing music is in Ghost Wave, but Ghost Wave is a little bit different because it's pivot chord and key modulation changing the key signature. So the song I Should Have Stayed Long doesn't change key signature, so it's not Ghost Wave. But what I heard using my ears was that the I Should Have Stayed Long sounds better in a sense that the sounds are pulled back in a vintage way that's more pleasing to the ear because it was mixed properly. It was done properly. And the song I See Through You sounds good to the ear at first glance, but it's not pulled all the way back in a vintage way that it makes it flow seamlessly and smoothly through your ears and pleasantly. It's there, it's good, it's rocking. The song I See Through You almost sounds like a summer backyard barbecue type of a thing, you know what I'm saying? But the essence of the actual tones of the sound, they are a little off. And what was off when I was listening to it is the high frequencies. Now, I'm not saying like the screaming type of high, even if it's a mid-tone sound, the mid-tone sound has mid-highs. Those highs need to be tamed, or somehow, some way, they need to come. You got to roll them off a little bit more so they sit back, movie cinematic style. So the difference between the sample song and my song I use you know, it was a Block Squad. What's it called? Block Squad Fresh? No, I forget the thing. I'm sorry. I'm butchering your expansion pack. I apologize. It'll come to me. The sounds in there are crispy and they're basically from the modern generation type of, you know, stuff that we have going on. So now I understand some of these expansion packs haven't gone through any type of external gear, so they have high frequencies that need to be tamed. And at this time when I'm going through, I'm making Ghost Wave, I'm just using this expansion pack, I'm not thinking on that mixing level. But you see today, you see how my mind can hear the difference, guys. That's why when people try to say, oh, you can't hear the difference in audio, yes, you can. First off, you have to know how to hear the difference, and you have to compare apples to apples and compare oranges to oranges. That's how you understand. And when you start comparing, you start understanding this was made from this company, this was made with this. Now you understand, oh, I got to roll off those highs. I have to treat my audio better. And that's why when I do Ghost Wave now, the first thing I do is I use a sound source that sounds good at the beginning. I don't use VSTs and all that stuff and these iPhone, downloading off iPhone, all the stuff that people saying you can do. I don't do none of that. I have I have my rolling keyboard that has supernatural sounds that are coming from a sound engine that's modeled to have you use an actual piano. Then from there, I run it through my external analog gear, and I have an analog EQ that helps me roll off those highs and tuck everything in cinematic wise, give you that natural feel. And then from there, I could do my special effects processing when I run it through reverbs and stuff. So now I understand how to do it. So the song I See Through You doesn't have the full embodiment of Ghost Wave and the way I understand music production currently today, which is pretty much like, I guess, like four years later after I made that song. I can't remember when it came out, maybe 2022, something like that. Do you understand now, guys? So what I guess what I'm trying to tell you is, even in life, when you're talking about something, you should pay attention to everything. So I'm talking about this guy because this guy keeps trying to take jabs at me in his videos. Over 200,000 YouTube subscribers, and I only have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Goes to show you that I stand toe-to-toe with anybody on this earth, still taking jabs at me instead of just focusing on his career and just elevating music production as a whole, doing music production, not product reviews and stuff like that. Not beat cook-ups and all this stupid stuff that you guys just keep. I don't know why you keep watching. It's not music production. That's BS. Instead of worrying about doing that, I'm talking about this person, right? But at the same time, you see how my mind is calculating everything. So I'm thinking about, as I'm talking about this, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. So I'm hearing the songs play, and I'm analyzing the songs, and I'm like, oh, this one has too many highs. This one is this one. This one, the data. My mind moves. Like, you ever see like those, somebody's thinking, and it's like a movie, and they show them thinking, but then it like, they show like a spear, and it's like numbers and like Albert Einstein. I kid you not, man. My mind never stops thinking. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing, man. I can't stop. My brain is on overload 24/7, and I'm always analyzing, and I'm always collecting data, and I'm always analyzing systems. I'm a systems thinker. That's the reason why I could talk to you about the MPC. I could talk to you about the kernel. I could talk to you about transistors. I could talk to you about the size of the transistors. I could talk to you about the eras, the decades. I could talk to you about who created the transistors. You know what I'm saying? Because I did my research. I was reading about these gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Reading about a computer. What is a computer? What was the first computers? The first computers were light bulbs, tubes. You know what I'm saying? And they were turning them on, turn the lights off, turn the light on, turn the light off, turn the bulb. They turn the bulb. They'll take the bulb out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the ones and the zeros on, off, on, off, on. Come on, man. Binary code and all that stuff. Like, I literally watched the video, and it was like the video said, we're going to show you how a computer works. It's like the video is so long, and I'm just sitting there just watching the video like, damn, that's crazy. That's amazing. Putting this data in my head. How an actual computer works from the beginning stage to the end. And there's a lot of terminology that I was not understanding. What are they talking about? So I gotta go do research. What does this mean? And I'm reading it. Oh, okay. Then I go back to the video. What does this mean? What is that word? I gotta type that word in. Oh, that's how you say that word? Okay. What does that word actually mean? Okay, boom. What is a limit-trough? What is a limit-trough? Do you guys know what a limit-trough is? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, do you understand, guys? So this guy is doing surface level arguments, trying to get at me. He knows there's no God way that he's better than me on this earth. And soon the rest of the world is going to see it. But as you're going through your day, guys, analyze everything. Even if you're talking about somebody who's hating on you, analyze the situation, analyze the people around them, analyze your environment, analyze everything. Analyze everything. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And don't forget to hit up 005dynasty.com. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.